I know it's pretty late tonight, but hi. So as we know, Chase Elliott got the victory. Let's go. I'm so happy he got the victory. But besides that, this week they're racing at Bristol this week. The Xfinity race and truck race was fantastic. I love both of them. I'm not gonna try to rush through this, but I'm gonna try to get through this a little quickly because it's a little late. I really want to go to sleep, but I'm doing this for y'all. So I'm a man of my word. I'm doing it every single week. I'm a man of my word. But yeah. So yeah. I don't know if this is the first week. No. Not. Is this the first time I did a video since I was 17? Probably not. But yeah, so yeah, I'm happy to be, talking with y'all. I'm 17 now, if I didn't tell y'all before, but what was I finna say? Hold on. I would like to touch on 3 topics quickly. For number one, my first topic, why is the Xfinity Series better than the Cup Series right now? And I found that out, and thanks to the Iceberg on YouTube. That was really interesting for him to put out as a video, and that made me think. I did not watch the video, but that made me think. Really, why is the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series better than the NASCAR Cup Series? And even the TV rating, well, not ratings, but TV broadcasting, like the CW, the broadcasting, they do perfect. They do perfect every single week with Adam Alexander, Trevor Bayne, I think it is Parker Kligerman and Bayne. Perfect combination. And there's a lot of older guys in the Fox, like Mike Joy, but Mike Joy is a standard voice for Fox, and he will forever stay until he tells himself he's got to retire. But I don't know. That's kind of interesting. But let me know in the comments. Have y'all seen, glimpses of the Xfinity Series being better in the Cup Series? Because the racing has been, kind of off in the Cup Series. We haven't really got that excitement. But, yeah, I mean, it hasn't been a bad season so far. So far, it's actually been a pretty decent season. Yeah, my second question. Can Kyle Busch get his stuff back together? Can he get it together? I mean, Bristol is one of his top tracks. He won a race at Bristol before, multiple times. I think Kyle Busch can get himself a top 15 tomorrow. And here's the thing. I think the new Chevy body, he's going to adapt to it. And the more he adapts to it, this dude's going to be back in his old ways. He's going to be the villain we all miss now. I like how we used to say, oh, we don't like Kyle Busch, you don't like the villain Kyle Busch. I miss the villain Kyle Busch because we need a NASCAR villain at some point, I would say Denny Hamlin's a villain, but after, what has happened last year, all the story and stuff, a villain just turned into a hero. I mean, like I said, just somebody needs to be a villain in NASCAR. For sure, doesn't need to be Stenhouse. We already got Logano, but that's too obvious. I mean, people been dislike Logano ever since Kansas 2015 with Matt Kenseth and all of that. We know what happened. We knew what happened. But on a side note, NASCAR is, I think, gaining their groove back. NASCAR as a whole, not just as the Cup Series, but as a whole, they're getting back into their groove now. I would say Rockingham last week for Truck and Xfinity were so good races. And shout out Cletus McFarland. Man, this dude got himself a top 5 finish in the ARCA Series. How about that? He did have a tough Xfinity, but we're going to leave that out the window. I was happy he, started his Xfinity journey. He's going to get there. Don't worry. But to, extend this video a little longer, I would like to say for the Cup Series rating for me so far, or Marshall's rating, I gave it I think a 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10. We're not saying that number. No, we're gonna say 6.5 out of 10. And why I say that? It wasn't a bad race, wasn't a good race, but it was, it was all right. It wasn't. Oh gosh, it's like my breath went backwards. Oh gosh. Anyway, sorry about that. Oh my gosh. What was I finna say? Oh, yeah, I think Martinsville, it wasn't a bad race. It was all right. And then, but let's just let's agree to agree right here. Next year, Rockingham should host a Cup Series race. Hands down. Here's my reason. Xfinity and Truck Series and ARCA have put on so many good shows at Rockingham. And I think IRP should be a Cup Series race. I mean, I think in Indianapolis. But, excuse me, then again, you know, there should be only one race in Indianapolis, and that's the not Indy 500, what I'm saying, the Brickyard 400, which that's already historically enough for NASCAR. And I just can't wait for the San Diego race, Sonoma, and I can't wait for Talladega. Well, actually, no, not Talladega. I lied, because Talladega, I know it's gonna be a gridlock in that race, which I do not want. No. And by the way, from us on the side, I did go out a lot last week during the off week for NASCAR. Went to K1. My shoulder still bugging me because I tried to I turned the car into the wall, but it wasn't on purpose. Hey! It was not on purpose. Come here. Hey, relax, man. Relax. It wasn't on purpose. Okay, I'm a real racer. The third race at K1, I had the fastest lap. Yeah. Yeah, I did. Got a problem or something? Oh, I swear, I'll be overly extra with all the stuff I'll be talking about. But yeah, I did accidentally crashed into the wall. Is because the curve has a little dip into it, and my car swung out in the back, and I tried to correct it, but I went too close into that wall. It bounced back, and I hit the wall. Yeah, it hurt, but I'm fine. It's fine. I'm a little sore in the shoulder, but I'm okay. Okay, and basketball season start, which I cannot wait for. So all of that's out the way. Let me get to the picks for the Food City 500 at Bristol Motor Speedway. Starting with number one, hands down, first guy, obviously Kyle Larson. I mean, this dude dominated last year and had the most boring Bristol race I've ever experienced on live TV. Second, we have William Byron. Let me not do that. Well, William Byron is good, but we're gonna save that. We're gonna do Denny Hamlin. Next, I have, by the way, Bowman's back this week. Next, I have Christopher Bell. Then I have Ryan Blaney. I think Bubba Wallace can do pretty good, give himself a good top 10 out of the day. I have Briscoe in my last pick. I'm going to pick one more Chevy. I'm thinking a Chevy or a Toyota. Should I pick? It's between Ty Gibbs and Ross Chastain. And no, Carson Hocevar. Why? Because Carson, he's good at Bristol. I know he's good at Bristol. Ty Gibbs, on the other hand, is really, really good at Bristol. Mind you, he's won stages. I think he's won the most stages. Yeah, I think Ty Gibbs has the most stages at Bristol. No. Well, in his whole career, out of all the stages he's won in his career, most of them has been at Bristol Motor Speedway. And he is starting up in the front. So, and Chastain, I don't know about Hocevar, I didn't see the starting lineup. But, yeah, I think my last pick is either between Chastain or Ty Gibbs. Those are my two guys for the last spot. But we're gonna put in Ty Gibbs, and then our 6th man / 8th man will be Ross Chastain, just in case somebody breaks out the race or is laps down. So yeah, those are my picks for the Food City 500. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next week. And it'll be hopefully it'll be daytime, because I cannot keep doing this. It's at night and stuff. No, can't keep doing this. Anyway, I'll see y'all next week. And I believe next week is Texas. Yeah. All right. See y'all.